contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
As we just heard there, the Attack Pro Wrestling comes back August 30th for, thank God it's not WinterSlam, and this match will decide who goes on to face the Attack Pro Wrestling champion, James Ellis.
The stakes are high on this one, championship implications.
He's made of stone, Dani Jones!
And the last time we saw Dani Jones, he was just mere seconds away from being the Attack Pro Wrestling champion. Dani Jones in arguably the most impressive shape of his career, in impressive form.
Dani Jones is, and I mean this without reservation, one of the most dangerous, violent men you will ever meet. And he has been on a warpath for the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship. And right now, he is one, in his words, speed bump away from another title shot.
Introducing his opponent.
But what a speed bump this is. It's a speed mountain.
Making her way to the ring from Camden, London, Dani Luna!
Dani Luna goes without saying, one of the most impressive, talented competitors in the world, let alone just in Europe, making her name on a global stage at TNA, DPW promotions all across North America.
And I cannot think of a more formidable opponent than Dani Luna. This match is, by any metric, a main event in any building in the world. This is the definition of a big-time match with big-time ramifications. One of these competitors will go on to face James Ellis at WinterSlam for the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship.
And you know the Brilliance is going to be watching keenly from this one, and I don't think there's a favourable option for the Brilliance, in who I don't think he's going to have any preference on who comes out of it. It's going to be a tough night for James Ellis, regardless of who wins this match. But Dani Luna, no stranger to the big match occasion. Last outing against Nixon Newell,
where she was victorious.
Which she was victorious, but also, of course, let's us forget that she was also victorious over Shane Hook at Rain in July.
And Dani Luna has had a share of problems in Attack Pro Wrestling recently, Nixon Newell being one of them. We obviously know at the last show...
drastic attitude shift from Nixon Newell. Obviously brought something out of Nixon Newell in that match,
where she was incredibly dominant. We know last show, unfortunately, we had an incident involving a troubled young woman, a Nixon Newell fan. But Dani Luna said that that's behind her. She doesn't care about Nixon Newell. Nixon Newell doesn't occupy an inch of her headspace. This is all about Dani Jones. This is all about the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship. And to give you a testament, if you talk about Dani Jones being made of stone, let me tell you how Dani Luna is made of steel. Dani Luna has just gotten off a flight, a transatlantic flight. She was in Deadlock Pro Wrestling literally yesterday. She stepped off this flight and is in here, the main event, fighting for an Attack Pro Wrestling Championship match, and she looks razor sharp.
Yeah, you don't get to an elite level like Dani Luna by having things like jet lag or interference from any other competitors alter your mindset. Dani Luna is a mentality monster, and she's going to need to be to survive Dani Jones.
I asked Dani Luna, did she get much sleep on the flight? She said none. She was preparing.
And that's how Dani Luna prepares.
As Dani Luna going for the leg straight away of Dani Jones, trying to chop that size base down.
God, look at that nice change of direction there by Dani Luna.
As Dani Jones just powers down Dani Luna. And this is an interesting predicament for Dani Luna. It's not often that Dani Luna goes into a match with a power disadvantage. And even though I'd argue these guys are probably quite evenly matched, you've got to give the strength edge somewhat to Dani Jones here.
Well, I think Dani Luna might make you eat your words here. I think she's going to be trying to Go straight to straight with that by Danny Jones, and there you go. Muscling Danny Jones out of the ring. This will be a display of two elite powerhouses, though, but that can't be denied.
As Danny Jones catching Danny Luna.
How has he done that?
As he eats that solid steel ring post. This is one of the most evenly contested matches I have ever seen. This is a chess match, and I think the first person to make a mistake could well lose this match as Danny Luna just kicks the head off Danny Jones.
Danny Jones is going to feel very hard done by to have had that feat of strength to catch Danny Luna and still end up on the receiving end of a shot with the ring post to the skull.
Huge lariat. As Danny Luna, I think, going for a power bomb.
I mean, Danny Luna's not being paid by the hour.
As Danny Jones up and over, but Luna hauls her way through.
Went for the elbow. Danny Luna getting the best of this early exchange. Danny Jones.
And a shotgun dropkick takes down Danny Jones as the momentum is firmly in Danny Luna's camp here. As she goes up with a Vader bomb right across the throat. And Danny Jones somehow kicks out of that. But both these wrestlers have huge gas tanks. They're both endurance experts. They're both cardio experts.
Well, Danny Jones with that Vader bomb there. She's favouring that collarbone and that shoulder, which could be a real massive blow to Danny Luna, who started this match so strongly. It was one of her own offensive moves that's managed to curtail her momentum.
It's a huge right hand to the face.
Well, I think Danny Luna, I mean, you know, she's got to be thinking about that collarbone, about the shoulder. Hope that it's going to be nothing that's going to impact her too much, but that's not going to do her any favours. That is going to only aggravate that situation, as Danny Luna almost got decapitated by Danny Jones. And Danny Luna hasn't really moved since that strike.
As that was high, I think referee Matt Horgan saying Danny Jones caught Danny Luna square in the throat with that shot.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, because that absolutely floored Danny Luna. And now Danny Jones.
As both these competitors are banged up already in this hard-hitting, high-impact match.
I think there was, you know, you could feel the malice in that strike from Danny Jones. I think he's very frustrated how the early stages of this contest has gone.
And this is what I've been saying to you about the aggression from Danny Jones, the viciousness in Danny Jones. Danny Jones does not care if Danny Luna is injured here. He is going to zero in like a shark. He is going to attack every part of Danny Luna with absolute prejudice and malice, because that is the person that Danny Jones is. We saw what he did to Nino Bryant. We've seen what he's done to the whole Bryant family. Danny Jones is incensed at the idea that he is not a Tag Pro Wrestling champion right now.
There's going to be no danger of any compassion from Danny Jones in this contest.
Danny Luna with these thunderous chops. And this is getting tough to watch, Sean. This is getting tough to watch. Danny Luna is one of the best competitors in the world. She's one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world. Danny Luna has more heart than most people in the world. Danny Luna will not die in this match.
Well, while Danny Luna's heart may be still beating and her heart might be in it, if her body lets her down, if her body succumbs to injury, then there's only so much they can do. Danny Jones just said to the referee, call the match off. I mean, that's not going to happen. I mean, there's no way Danny Luna is going to ask for any sort of match to be called off. And I don't think that the referee's going to make a judgment call and cancel our main event at this early stage.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be the person telling Danny Luna you've thrown in the towel on her behalf.
Yeah.
But at some point here, but Danny Luna, just the grit, the sheer determination. But Danny Luna is in desperate need of some momentum right now.
Each of these impacts are just going to be causing more and more damage.
And that could be the opening, but Danny Luna still struggling to get back to her feet.
Could be a case that the damage has already been done.
Danny Jones is slowly beginning to recover, and just not enough time.
Danny Luna with with a huge DDT.
And that could be the momentum shift that Dani Luna needs. Danny Jones is rocked. I don't think Danny Jones knows where he is right now, as he is flailing. He's trying to find a corner, a rope, anything.
Dani now just trying to get to her feet. Nice block and another chop.
And Dani Luna avoiding those chops and just firing back with some of her own. There's a huge series of elbows and forearms and a huge big boot to the face of Dani Jones. And this crowd surging behind Dani Luna. There are some times in professional wrestling where you're just watching something special. And this is one of those moments.
Well, it's the grit of Dani Luna that's making this particularly enthralling to watch. And now just caught Dani Jones.
As Dani Jones stays up somehow. A huge lariat. And Dani Jones just refusing to leave his feet.
And Dani Luna!
And this is pure flagstone flooring. They have gone. You might have seen that we are in a railway tunnel.
Yeah, you hit those dives on the outside. The risk that you're taking with that. It's a real feast or famine approach.
Driving both these competitors into the floor. And you've got to think, how much of that did that take out of Dani Luna as well?
Well, that's what Dani Luna does, but isn't going to be leaving anything to chance here.
Using her body as a weapon and going for that again with a top rope shotgun drop kick.
With the prospect of the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship
the snap
on the horizon.
Powerbomb. How did Dani Luna get Dani Jones up for that? A snap powerbomb, which puts so much more pressure on the neck, the shoulders of Dani Jones.
And as you can see, Dani Jones really favouring the back of his head there, trying to just shake himself back into the mix, as Dani Luna has now managed to just shift the momentum in her favour, but the clock has got to be ticking on whether Dani Luna's collarbone and shoulder are going to withhold any more abuse of Dani Jones. And I think Dani Jones will know this.
As these are two competitors, razor focus. And you can already see the welt on the back of Dani Luna there.
Impacts from matches tonight, matches past. As we said, Dani Luna's just got off a plane from the USA. You can only imagine that was probably no walk in the park. Oh, and there's a huge Irish whip into the corner again.
To the throat again, and a knee to the face. An enormous exploder suplex. And that could be it. How did Dani Luna kick out of that?
Again, Dani Jones just knows he just needs to bide his time, continue with this offense. It only is a matter of time before Dani Luna's body gives out on her. But just making the calculation now. How many more of these suplexes can she take? How much more impact can that shoulder sustain? And for Dani Luna, she's going to need to find an opening, and find an opening quick.
And I think whoever wins this match, James Ellis is in for a world of trouble. As Dani Luna staying alive in this match.
I think James Ellis is going to be sat there hoping this contest can go as long as physically possible.
Oh, it's a Falcon Arrow.
Good night. And I thought Dani Jones had just booked his ticket for a date with James Ellis for the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship.
And this crowd chanting, "This is awesome," as these two established world-class professional wrestlers do battle. And this is what this is, Sean. This is a battle. This is a war of attrition. This is the Somme. As these two just firing artillery on each other.
It was a war from the outset. Nice for Dani Luna to get out of potentially
huge kick to the face there.
A pile driver predicament.
It's Dani Jones caught up. And that is not a place you want to be caught up.
Oh no, we've seen this before.
We've seen this before, but surely not. Super duper German taking out Dani Jones in a huge lariat.
Gets the cover straight after.
And somehow, somehow Dani Jones kicks out.
Dani Luna just a little bit unfortunate, kind of just slipped. The momentum took her probably didn't get the pin as cleanly as she would have liked. I think that could have been 3. But it was just a stroke of misfortune.
As Dani Luna decapitating Dani Jones after that super duper German, but
you can see the pain coursing through Dani Luna's face there. You can just tell.
I think she hit Dani Jones so hard she might have injured her own wrist.
Oh God, that could have been game over if that clothesline hit.
That's a huge German suplex.
Another German suplex.
And Dani Jones is on La La Street. And a blue thunder bomb! And somehow... Oh! And somehow Dani Luna kicks out of the biggest lariat I have ever seen. Dani Jones rising from the grave.
We've seen some meaty clotheslines tonight at Live at the Loco 3, but that might have been the lumpiest one of all.
Hang that in the loo.
Yeah, sent Dani Luna absolutely flying, and that's a miracle that she managed to get out of that.
You could open up an encyclopedia or a dictionary and you'd see that clothesline next to it. And Dani Luna's head about 70 pages later. I have no idea how Dani Luna kicked out of that. I have no idea how Dani Luna is still moving.
What's the prospect of the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship? Both these competitors know what's on the line.
As Dani Luna muscles herself up to her feet.
And now we've got a bit of a standoff here. Both competitors on their feet. Both competitors have put each other through hell.
As it's straight into the turnbuckle. As Dani Jones somehow kicks out. And you can disagree with Dani Jones, you can disagree with how he's been acting, you can disagree with his methods, but you cannot dispute the man's grit.
Now this is a both of these people have an equal amount of intensity and grit to survive this far into the contest.
And we are in the 12th round here. These competitors are just throwing bombs.
And you can just hear these strikes.
You can hear those over the channel. James Ellis can hear those strikes in Swansea.
They have going for the Luna landing. If Dani Luna can hit the Luna landing, then I think this is done.
We've seen her put away so many competitors with that move.
Oh, goodness me.
As Dani Luna might have this one. And a kick out there from Dani Jones. There's a huge lariat. And Dani Jones somehow staying on his feet.
Just barely.
Oh, that is a huge... Dani Luna!
Oh,
they have
Claymore.
just made her angry with a Claymore to the face.
Oh, God, no.
And Dani Luna, it could be the travel, it could be the jet lag, it could just be the brutality of this match. I think Dani Luna has damaged her knee there. And this crowd is silent. Come on, Hogan. Come on, you need to keep him away from... Oh, come on, Dani. Oh! And Dani Jones just...
No winner! Dani
That was despicable.
Jones!
That was a despicable act from a man with no sportsmanship.
Well,
a man with no respect.
It's
And
much...
Dani Luna.
Well, that, I mean, there's no class there.
Dani Jones just celebrating over the body of Dani Luna. I think that match, if Dani Luna had not have suffered that knee injury, that match could have gone another 20 minutes.
Well, that was the fear that we had, that Dani Luna's body was just about going to give out on her.
As Dani Jones just all business, leaving Dani Luna in this ring, but he is your #1 contender.
It will be
your #1 contender who will face James Ellis at Winterslam, August 30th. Unfortunately,
it will be Dani
Jones
versus James Ellis, but all the credit in the world to Dani Luna. Got off a plane just mere hours ago, probably about half an hour's sleep, competing in 2 continents. And it's impressive. I mean, you know that Dani Luna doesn't die. You know her heart wanted to go on, but her body just gave out with a knee injury, which we hope isn't too serious, and delivering that Claymore to Dani Jones. And hopefully that Dani Luna's just going to be able to walk it off.
What? No, I know.
What the hell
Sean,
is this? Who is
Sean,
this in the ring here? What the hell's going on?
It's that girl again. It's that AJ Knox again. This
AJ
is not AJ Knox. This is Abigail. She is a trainee wrestler. She's a wrestler who's an obsession with Nixon Newell. She's just decapitated. I think she might. I need to get this girl out.
What the hell's going on? We need to sort that situation out right now. But what a chaotic ending to Attack Pro Wrestling Live at the Loco 3. We will be back on August 30th at Catay's Community Centre for, thank God, it's not Winter Slam. James Ellis will be defending the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship against Danny Jones. I've been Sean Thorne. Make sure you subscribe and Defend on Demand. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. We will see you next time.